Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get you those insights you need, really custom tailored for you. Now, today we're doing something, well, a little different. We're taking what looks like, the simplest source material ever, just a plain list of terms. But honestly, I think you'll be surprised at the insights and just the value we can pull from it. Okay, let's unpack this.
Right. What's fascinating here is that, yeah, we're looking at a specific list of medical conditions today. It came from a YouTube transcript, believe it or not. It might just look like a vocab list, but actually it gives us this really interesting window into common human ailments. The real power isn't just seeing the names, I think. It's what knowing these names unlocks for your understanding of health.
Exactly. And it's not just random, is it? When you look closer, we're going to see a really diverse range of conditions here. Some familiar childhood things, others with huge global implications, and then there's this big chunk of conditions that mainly affect the skin. So this whole exploration, it's really designed to give you a kind of head start, recognizing and understanding some key health terms, the kind you hear all the time, right? In the news, online, just talking to people. So let's jump right into this list then. Think of it like a quick tour through different categories of common medical conditions. Each name is like a little key. We'll start with ones lots of us know maybe from childhood or, hearing about vaccines. Chickenpox, measles, mumps, and rubella.
Yeah, and, with this first group, what's often overlooked is just how big an impact public health efforts have had. These are super contagious diseases.
Yeah.
Measles, for instance. It might seem like ancient history in some places, but global outbreaks, still a very real thing, often because of vaccination hesitancy.
That's true.
It really shows how fast these things can bounce back if we lose that herd immunity. So these names, they're kind of a constant reminder about public health vigilance.
That is a powerful point. How those efforts really change things. But not all major conditions are childhood ones, are they? So from those, let's widen the lens a bit. Look at conditions that, well, maybe they're less common right where you live, but they have a much bigger global footprint. This next group includes hepatitis, jaundice, which, yeah, often a symptom, but it's listed here: dengue fever, malaria, typhoid, and cholera.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this group really drives home the variety of causes behind infectious diseases. Take hepatitis. It's not just one thing, right? It's a whole family of viruses. Hep A, B, C, D, E, each spreads differently, affects health differently.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like Hep B and C. They can lead to chronic liver problems if they're not treated. And then you've got dengue fever that's viral, spread by mosquitoes, malaria, parasitic, also mosquitoes. Typhoid and cholera, often bacterial, linked to contaminated water or food.
Right.
So just knowing these names helps you grasp not just the disease, but how different their origins and impacts are. Really crucial for understanding, say, global health news or travel advice.
It really does highlight how connected world health is. And yeah, how knowing a name can just immediately shift your perspective. Speaking of widespread impact, this next group kind of hits closer to home, literally on our surface. There's a pretty big section here focused on skin conditions, all sorts of infections, chronic issues. We've got leprosy, psoriasis, eczema, cellulitis, scabies, ringworm, warts, vitiligo, contact dermatitis, and then one that might be less familiar, maybe even tricky to catch from a transcript: pityriasis rosea.
Yeah, pityriasis rosea. And this raises an important question. How does simply naming these conditions change how we understand common skin problems?
Right.
Because this group shows incredible variety in dermatology. Some, like you said, scabies, ringworm, those are infectious, caused by mites or fungi.
Right.
Others, psoriasis, eczema, often immune responses are involved. Psoriasis, for example, that's autoimmune. Skin cells grow too fast. You get those thick, scaly patches. Whereas eczema is often more like an allergic reaction, kind of like contact dermatitis is to an irritant.
Got it.
There's something like vitiligo. That's autoimmune too, but it affects pigment cells, causes patches of lighter skin. Not contagious, not harmful, but, visible. And pityriasis rosea, Pityriasis rosea. That's actually a common, pretty harmless rash. Often gets mistaken for other things. It usually starts with one main patch, the Herald patch, then spreads.
Huh. Never heard of that one specifically.
Yeah, it's out there. So recognizing these differences helps you understand why treatments are so varied, right? And it can help clear up some common myths, too.
Definitely. So, okay, bringing it back. What does this all mean for you, the listener? This deep dive just into a simple list, it gives you such a great foundation, a shortcut, really, to being more informed about these medical terms you're bound to run into. It turns them from just labels into actual gateways for understanding. So, summing up, understand, even just recognizing these specific medical terms, you don't need deep clinical knowledge. It really boosts your ability to process health info, to engage with what's going on around you. It just shows the power of having that basic vocabulary.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought here is that knowledge is really most valuable when you understand it and can apply it. Now that you've had this deep dive, we'd encourage you start noticing how often these terms or similar ones pop up in daily life. You might be surprised how much more clearly you hear and understand health information that maybe seemed a bit, I don't know, obscure before.
That's a great point. So here's something for you to think about. What other seemingly simple lists, maybe lists of words or phrases, if you really understood them, unpacked them, what could they unlock for you in terms of being better informed?